What is going on, guys? Paul Ryan back at it again. I hope everybody's having a good night. Unfortunately, we have to deal with yet another Cowboys loss. What is this? Their fourth consecutive loss to the Houston Texans. Of course, I don't think anybody thought this Cowboys team would win, but instead of being negative tonight, I'd actually like to give a shout out to this Cowboys coaching staff. And reason being is we've seen since Dak Prescott when it got injured, prior to Dak Prescott getting injured. You think about the games in San Francisco, that first half, and then the way that ended. We still fought, we still battled, still tried to find a way to keep ourselves in that game. Atlanta Falcons first half, we were still in that game. Of course, then Dak Prescott gets injured. Cooper Kupp comes in. We end up staying in that game, it being a close game. Philadelphia, it's 14-10 at the halftime at half. Single possession game, one possession game rather, with Cooper Kupp at quarterback. And then even this week against the Texans, it's 17-10 going into halftime. It could have been 17-13, but I like what Mike McCarthy did there at the end of the half, where he, instead of just kicking three, he tries to go for the touchdown to keep it close. And, if not for a Brandon Aubrey missed field goal, it would have been 17-13 going into halftime. I just think reason I wanted to be positive is because you look at this coaching staff, they have nothing really to be positive about. You think about all the injuries, of course, the major injury to Dak Prescott, and tonight we lose Tyler Guyton, we lose Zach Martin. We had Michael Parsons missing games. DeMarcus Lawrence has missed, I think it's, 5 games now, 6 games now. Marshawn Kneeland. Just important. Eric Kendricks also. Just important players missing games for this team. And they had a chance, or they could have easily just threw in the towel on this coaching staff, knowing that none of these guys are going to be coming back next year, knowing that they're not playing for anything this year, but they're still fighting, still clawing, still scratching, still showing up and showing out, if you will. So I think that says a lot about this coaching staff, man. I know, I know none of these guys are going to be here next year. Hopefully Al Harris might. I like what I've seen from Mike Zimmer's defense these last couple of weeks as well, but I doubt he'll be back. But yeah, I just want to give a shout out to Mike McCarthy and this coaching staff, man. He's found a way to keep these players locked in, to keep playing hard, to keep playing for something, even though they're not playing for much this year. I think that's kind of being overlooked, man. Again, I know Mike McCarthy's kind of a dead man walking, but he deserves some praise for how he's keeping this team locked in. You think about Cooper Rush. He had 50 pass attempts tonight. The reason I bring that up is I feel like Jason Garrett in the past with a team that's playing this way, he would have tried to force the run. And you saw what happened there in the fourth quarter, where there was a few drives there where Mike McCarthy kept calling run plays and nothing was materializing. It was Rico Dowdle would get the ball, he'd get tackled behind the line of scrimmage, or get tackled at the line of scrimmage. And rather than keep running the ball, keep trying to force that issue, we see Cooper Rush, man, ending the night with 50 plus pass attempts. And like I was saying, man, I don't think Jason Garrett would have done that. I feel like Jason Garrett would have kept trying to force that issue, kept trying to, I don't know what the phrase I'm looking for is, but just, not really learning from his mistakes and not trying to fix what's not working. And we know that Mike McCarthy has done a great job of doing that his time here in Dallas. And again, I know this is his last season, but I just like what I'm seeing from this team as far as not giving up, keep fighting, keep battling. And I don't know a lot of teams that can do that. You think about the New York Giants. They're benching Daniel Jones and what they've been going through. The Cowboys might not be that much better than them, but at least they're fighting and playing hard. You think about the Carolina Panthers, and I believe they're on a 3-game win streak, and shout out to them for playing hard despite everything that's been going on with them after benching Bryce Young, and then Andy Dalton getting injured, and then Bryce Young kind of coming back and showing something. I don't know how much he's been showing. I don't get to watch a lot of Panthers games, but I bring up those teams just to say that they're not playing for anything, but their coaching staffs, the coaching staffs have those teams locked in, and I just want to give Mike McCarthy his flowers, man, because it hasn't been a good season for him at points, but he deserves a little bit of praise for keeping this team fighting and keeping this team going, and I think that says a lot about this coaching staff. Albeit, again, they're not going to be here next year, but I like what I've seen from this team. It's been difficult to watch this watch this season, but at least we're trying, man. That's all you can ask for. I'm excited to see how this season ends, where we'll be picking in the draft. I imagine it's going to be a pretty high draft pick, but to think of the players that we can build around and where we'll be picking in the draft, hopefully some high draft picks. It's exciting. We have an exciting future, man. I'd like to think that I think it all depends on what coach we bring in, but I'm just trying to find something positive to talk about as the season progresses, and again, just not really looking forward to much in the postseason, right? Because we won't be there. But again, just trying to find something positive to talk about. Let me know what you guys think about this coaching staff. Do you think that this team is fighting for this coaching staff, or are they just fighting for each other, or are you liking what we're seeing here lately from this coaching staff and from this team, albeit after 5 straight losses? What positives are you noticing? Make sure to leave those in the comments, and please, of course, make sure to subscribe, like this video. I'm Paul Ryan, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.